I am missing something.
These plants, classified as shrubs or grasses, have adapted to their arid environment due to a system of underground roots.
This recording seems very long. It is unnecessary to listen to all of it. Miss White was in the laboratory, as she told us.
So it wouldn't have been Margaret, because she has an alibi. Or does she? Nothing else in their lockers. I'm definitely missing something. That's definitely... I'm definitely missing something. But what am I missing? Dialogue. Still trying to find a statue where that sculpture is. Also got news about... Also got more news about it later. Okay, sweetie. I also got some news. It can't be the sun. The sun doesn't have a motive. Yeah, you know, his father may have fucked up, you know, his life and everything else. But he was crying. He was physically crying. And from the look of his eyes, he was crying for days. You can't fake those red eyes. I was thinking Sherlock would have pointed it out. He wouldn't be able to keep that act long. I'm missing something. What am I missing? I'm gonna go back here. Let's see. Meh. I can't do it right now, Mark. I'll do it maybe later. Can't do it now. What am I missing? What if I go back to this good thing? What if I miss something here? What if I miss something here? What if I didn't fully search?
The list of plant friends and benefactors, lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders.
But I swear to God, if that's the lack of evidence, it has to be something small. I mean, the fact that they are using drugs and smoking opiates.
Osmosis and photosynthesis.
You are not helpful. There is something I'm missing. What am I missing? There's only two people that are here. There's the weird karate person. That's really racist. That's the weird meditating guy and the guy who likes photosynthesis. Or I can just talk to him. Oh, that's good too. Do you know the Kew Gardens?
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
You lie. No?
Green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
What?
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
What?
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Well, at least we know where the stolen plants went. I don't think they were involved. Okay, I'll rest.
let's go to Scotland Yard.
Yeah, definitely. Unless there's any further evidence. But I don't think they did anything. I think it was just a partial theft. What has knowledge? What? No, makes sense. Alright. So let's go to Scotland Yard then. Let's arrest Hamish. Hamish has motive. Hamish finds out that Montague is leaving the estate to Albert. He's not happy about it and he kills him. He knows more about plants than anyone else, so let's start!
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Sometime later.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Holmes, my God!
Yes.
Oh.
Found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Alright, okay, that took a turn. That took a, yep, that took a step, yep, okay, let's just, that took a turn for the worst. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm gonna do it at the sound your friends. Your password get it to the very beautiful, but it's unnecessary to mention all of the stuff. I don't know. It's okay.
A beautiful feather pen of a good make. A membership card for the London... This watch is of great value.
Oh, that's done stuff. Go to the morgue. Wait, what? Oh, I actually have to go... Oh. Thought we were going to be doing an autopsy. I got excited. That was very unexpected. I wasn't expecting that at all. Anyways. Do I actually have to...
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
What's this? Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishly seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstance, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone. I shall do so here and now. Farewell.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
Well, remember we figured out that the old guy was the murderer? Well, he kind of committed suicide. Okay, so I have to talk to Lestrade. Hang on a second. Oh, he's right there. Hey, Zeb! Let me talk to Lestrade.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
It didn't go to me either.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Yeah, they should.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
So... Right. What do they have? Let's do that about 9:30. That'll be about between here and here. So. And then, right about 20 minutes to 10, when Hamish and Montague went out to the backyard after 10 minutes, whatever it's so. Let's just do that.
Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Right, the murder timeline. So Albert was alone to see how the other dumb money who entered the lodge now. So I had possibly 10 minutes to act without being observed. Martin Hamish might have not time to do it by himself, but he would have to difficult to stimulate the within 10 minutes. Miss Water stayed alone and lived out after talking to Martin since Jupiter showed signs of poison, but I had approximately 20 minutes to act without being observed. White had time. White had time. She had time. She had time. She 100% had time. Albert didn't have time. He was not involved. I think White did it. I think White was the accomplice. I think she was the accomplice to him. Yeah. Damn. I'm down. That's definitely a condemn. She had every reason to kill him. Felt sorry for the son. We'll talk about it in a minute.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her. Quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
You can count on me like one. Sorry.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop! I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Nice.
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
Let's see. Yeah. We accept this decision. So, I show myself on the people. So, it was Hamish and White. They both had a motive. I finished it! I didn't think that she did have motive. Because, like, she liked her teacher, you know, she liked her tutor. But she did have motive. I didn't see that motive until literally the last second.